at real Donald Trump. Donald Trump, the Trump administration, the White House spokesperson. You made a statement that Obamacare is a horrible idea, that it's horrible. Well, ma'am, well, Mr. Trump, the majority of Americans want Obamacare to stay in place. I'm sure the senior citizens of America want Medicare and Medicaid not to be privatized or gutted. And something tells me that the parents of children involved with CHIP, they probably don't want that to be gone. So for you to say that it is horrible, or anyone working for you, Donald Trump, anyone working for you, to say that protecting our fellow Americans, your fellow Americans that you're supposed to be serving, to say that it is horrible? No, sir. No, ma'am, it is not. What is, however, horrible is that somehow you think that no Americans know the truth about what you receive. Donald Trump and every member of Congress has access to more than 40 healthcare plans. One of them is the Office of the Attending Physician. Now that Donald Trump and Trump administration, that just happens to be run by the United States Navy, which is government run. Paul Ryan, government run. Senator Mitch McConnell, and government run Donald Trump. But it's pretty interesting, I feel, that it's okay when it's for you, but when the people that own this country, that's us, the taxpayer, your boss, Donald Trump, your boss, Paul Ryan, your boss, Mitch McConnell, for the taxpayer, it's a horrible idea. So let me be very clear on a few things before I go any further. Let's be very clear. You claim that universal health care is a bad, horrible thing. Yet, every member of Congress has access to the Office of the Attending Physician and others. The Office of the Attending Physician is run by the United States government in the position of the United States Navy. And 75% of the cost is covered by the American taxpayer, so it's government run, it is socialized medicine, and it's government paid for. Exactly what you just said is horrible. Every member of Congress, Republican and Democrat, and presidents and their families have access to it. So Donald Trump, the Trump administration, Paul Ryan, and pretty much every Republican in Congress, I want you to explain to the American people. I want you to personally explain to every American, all 314 million Americans, how it's okay for you to have specialized, government-run, government-paid-for medical care. But the owners of this country, we the people, you may have heard of that before. Did you ever hear of we the people and people? Or maybe you heard of a guy named Abraham Lincoln. By the way, he was a Republican. Did you ever hear of government of, by, and for the people? Because at real Donald Trump, at real Donald Trump, at real Donald Trump, I guess you've forgotten what your own president of your party said. But yet, the Republicans in Congress want to repeal and replace Obamacare, privatize and destroy Medicare, and get rid of Medicaid and CHIP. And Donald Trump, don't think that I forgot that you took $90 million out of the Obamacare advice, I believe, I'm not sure exactly the name of the program, 90 million. So once again, let me bring it back for you, Donald Trump, because sometimes, I'm sorry, Donald Trump, but sometimes I think either you're not listening or maybe you are educationally challenged. But either way, Donald Trump, let me explain something to you. We, the American people, pay your bills. Those trips that you take to Mar-a-Lago, or whatever it's called, We pay for those. Republicans in Congress, the office of the attending physician, we pay for that. So here's what's going to happen, Donald Trump. Here's what's going to happen, Mitch McConnell. Here's what's going to happen, Paul Ryan. Not only are you going to keep Obamacare in place, yes, you will. Not only are you going to continue Medicare as it is or improve upon it instead of take away from it, but you will do so, Mr. Donald Trump, Paul Ryan, and every Republican in Congress, not because we will do anything bad. We will just legally, ethically, peacefully, and yes, financially, decide to maybe not put our money out in the economy. And then Mr. Donald Trump, Mr. Paul Ryan, and the entire Republican Party, except a few, and by the way, the Democrats, you do not get away with what you didn't do. I remember in 2010 how you didn't make universal health care. So here's what I would like to say to every senator that's a Democrat in the U.S. Senate and every member that's a Democrat in the U.S. House. You will fight. You will fight legally. You will fight peacefully. You will fight ethically. And you will fight, if need be, financially to do what exactly Senator Bernie Sanders has said. You will find a way to give us single-payer Medicare for all. But Mr. Donald Trump, you are legally the president. What can a man that most people don't even know, what can I do legally? What can I do peacefully? What can I do ethically? What can I do financially to get you to listen to the people? Well, sir, this is what I can do. I can use my voice legally, peacefully, ethically, and financially. Oh, and by the way, Mr. Donald Trump, I'm going to let the American people know your phone number. See, your phone number is 1-202-456-1111. So I'm going to ask the American people to call the White House at 1-202-456-1111. Yes, I said America. Call the White House at 1-202-456-1111. Because Mr. Donald Trump, Mr. Paul Ryan, Mr. Mitch McConnell, if you have universal health care and you are the employees of America, then the owners of America must legally, peacefully, ethically, and financially rebel until you, sir, and all of you, you sirs and you ma'ams, understand that your time of being disingenuous, claiming we don't have the money for universal health care while all of you receive it, that time is over. Now, I will say to you one more thing before I turn it over. Let it be clear. You will continue to, let's just say, have elections that are unfair. You will continue gerrymandering. You will keep fighting to keep Citizens United in place. And you will do so much voter suppression and voter intimidation that you can. But you will lose. Because the American people, once they know what you, sir, what you, ma'am, possess, and I start getting viral, as they say, I will do it legally, peacefully, ethically, and financially, but as I get a following, people are going to know that you lied to them 24 hours a day, or that your surrogates lie to them. Well, this is America, Mr. Donald Trump. And it is what Abraham Lincoln said, Mr. Donald Trump. It is government of, by, and for the people, Mr. Donald Trump. So I'm asking the people of America, whether they're Republican, whether they're Democrat, I really don't give a flying Frito what they are. I want them to call the White House at 1-202-456-1111, and it's time to let you know legally, ethically, peacefully, financially, they need to let you know, Donald Trump, that we will have Medicare. We will have Obamacare. We will have Medicaid. We will have CHIP. We will educate our children. We will find a way to end homelessness and end hunger. And if you don't do it, Donald Trump. You will be unelected in 2020 if you don't do it, Paul Ryan. You will be leaving as soon as legally, peacefully, ethically we can vote you out. And Mitch McConnell, you will be saying, sayonara. We will legally, peacefully, ethically, and financially vote you out. So I would strongly suggest that you heed my words. I am a patriotic American. I am legal, peaceful, ethical, and sometimes even polite. But when your people, Donald Trump, says that taking care of our fellow Americans is horrible, that goes above and beyond the bottom line, and it crosses the line. That, sir, shall never be tolerated. And I will legally speak out, peacefully speak out, ethically speak out, and financially get the world to get everybody in America to reduce their spending by $50 every week. Now that, for those of you who are economists, imagine in America were just $50 less per every American every week. How much would that take out of the economy, Mr. Donald Trump, Paul Ryan, Mitch McConnell, every Republican and every conservative Democrat? Would you like to see an America where everybody is locking away their money? Because I can promise you, Mr. Donald Trump, Paul Ryan, the Republican Party, and Mitch McConnell, I guarantee you, if that happens, Wall Street is going to have a problem. They'll be calling you. Everything in America, from the gas stations to the grocery stores, they'll be giving you a call. So look, we're going to do it legally. We're going to do it ethically, politely, peacefully, financially. But make no mistake, this, sir, is our America just as much as it is your America. And in America, we do it right. We do it right. God bless America.
Hi, I'm Rose Schilling. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Now, I know a lot of people voted for you, Mr. Donald Trump, President Trump, but I don't think you should take away what we already have. I work in a personal care home, which I won't say the name of it, but I do pretty good for myself. I work, well, you know what, my fanny off. And you want to take away my Medicare card that I earned from doing my best 14 years at the same place. Now I know you were a rich person and you didn't have to work hard for your money. So you don't know what it's like to be poor. When you stay in a shelter, a men's shelter or a shelter for families, you will know how hard it is to get a card like this, or a Medicare card, or a Obama card, whatever kind of card we get for the little bit of money we make. I like I said, I've been working for a long time. I think I earn, when I retire in a few more years, I don't want the government saying, oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Rose Schilling, we can't help you anymore. You're going to have to live on the street, or we can't let you go to your eye doctor. I can't let you get your glasses that you need. I can't let you go see your regular doctor, because the president back then took everything away. Oh yes, I said the president, I hope in 4 more years that we elect a president that cares. For us to keep this up, because in 4 more years, I will be 65 years old. And I think it will be time that we get either a female president or someone that's going to care about America, not himself or herself. We are the people. Like everyone said, you guys work for us. We don't work for you. You do not sign my paycheck. We sign your paycheck. I don't care if you don't even get a paycheck. You want to give it to charity, that's your business. I can't do, as much as I make, I still donate. I gave maybe a little bit of money to help the people in Texas, and then when the time comes, I'm going to try to help the people in Florida.
Excuse me, I have to interject. Miss Rose, this is your brother, Albert Torcaso. I have a question for you. Have you ever donated to any other charities in your life, Miss Rose? And if so, would you please tell us a wee bit about that?
I donated to the muscular dystrophy, but it was on. I donated to cancer, because my mom died from cancer, and I had friends that died from cancer. So let's, if people don't have any Medicare,
Medicaid, or Obamacare,
or any other insurance, health insurance like this, then people who has these diseases, heart disease, cancer, or anything else, we won't be able to go to the doctor. Oh yeah, Mr. Donald Trump, you can go to a doctor and you probably don't have to pay anything. I still have to pay a co-payment even for my medicine. Okay, I have to take blood pressure medicine, which if I had to pay for it probably would cost at least $40 or more. I have to take medicine for my bones. I have to take other kind of medicine. And there's other people out there who go to mental health. Imagine them without any free Medicare or anything like that that has mental health, who needs it. So please, keep it so we can all afford it if we have to pay for it. Keep it so for those who earned it, 65 and older, will have it when they get 65. I know for a fact you're already 65, and if you had to stay into some nursing home, you would not be thinking the way you're thinking. Thank you, and have a nice day, and may God bless America. Amen. Okay, folks, it's now Diane, Carmela Torcaso.
Donald Trump, you should treat people as equal, not wrong, because we all, the people who voted for you, maybe they didn't understand who you are, but a lot of Americans didn't know, and I wish you would never. You should keep Obamacare and all the rest of these things, because we're the people, and I mean every one of us on this in the United States of America needs all this stuff, because it's for our good and everybody's good, and every family in all 50 states.
Diane, I have a question for you. Do you currently receive any kind of Medicare because of your medical condition, yes or no?
Yes. Now we're passing it to Annette Mendel. God bless.
And we're going to pass Rose, too.
Hi, Mr. Trump. If you see this video, we're all human beings, and you're a human being. So I'd like you to reconsider this idea about repealing Obamacare and Medicare and Medicaid. I rely on Medicaid myself. And
so I have a question, Miss Annette.
yes,
You just made the statement that you have Medicaid.
yes, I do.
Have you ever had any physical appointments with the doctor for physical tests or anything of any kind?
Yes, I have.
And if you had zero access to the care and you didn't have the money, what would you do?
I don't know what I'd do. I'd be screwed.
And do you have needs with your Medicaid? Do you need any medicines or any treatment?
Yes, I do.
How do you feel about the possible privatization of Medicare, the elimination of Obamacare, the elimination of Medicaid, and literally up to 30 million or more Americans being without any needed medical care, the deaths of untold Americans, the illnesses increasing, and possibly a catastrophic effect on those that have mental health challenges, not receiving health care? What would that do, in your opinion, to the safety and security of America if someone has a very dangerous mental health issue and they are not receiving any treatment and they are not receiving any medication, and maybe they have an anger management problem, maybe they can be violent without medication? Let me ask you, Miss Annette Mendel, co-host of Humanity Matters Live, do you feel that could put the safety of our entire nation at risk? And should it even, in fact, be called a Homeland Security matter? Or do you feel that people that need Medicare, need Medicaid, need Obamacare, and need CHIP, should they be left without anything? I would like to know, as co-host of Humanity Matters, what does Annette Mendel believe?
I think it would be a terrible risk, and in a word, it would be a national disaster.
Why?
Equal to any natural disasters, because people would die and people would get sick and people would be without their medicines and their needed treatments. And
what about violent?
And they'd be violent. I said it would be...
They may be violent, possibly.
They could be violent, depending on what their mental status is and everything. I think you're making a mistake, you and the Republicans.
So what do you want to say to the congressional Republicans and Mr. Donald Trump?
I want to say reconsider repealing Obamacare, Medicare, Medicaid, and CHIP, and all these other health security plans that people have been on for years. And no other president considered hurting the American people like that.
Can you reiterate that?
No other president in the history of America has ever considered harming their country like that.
My question to you is the privatization and elimination ultimately of Medicaid, Medicare, I'm not done yet, Medicaid, Medicare, Obamacare, and CHIP, that would cost millions of people to lose their health care, and even bankruptcies, and possibly put our streets in danger? Maybe it would be unsafe to go to church. I'm not done yet.
Disaster.
Would you please wait a minute? My question to you, Miss Mendel, is this. Do you feel putting everybody's health at risk is making America great again?
No way.
Or is it making America worse again?
It's making it much worse.
In your own words, can you say that one more time?
It's making America much, 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 much worse. More muches than I can say.
What would you ask the American people to ethically, legally, peacefully, and financially do?
Never vote for Donald Trump and the Republicans again.
Well, I wouldn't
That's
necessarily go that far, Miss Mendel.
I would.
But can they do something right now? Is there somebody or something they can call?
Yeah, the White House at 202-456-1111. That's 202-456-1111.
And what would your final thoughts for the Republicans and Mr. Trump be, so that we can now close this matter for today?
Reconsider what you're doing and thinking of doing. And don't follow through with it, because you're going to hurt so many people and babies and children and animals and pets, and just the whole entire country will be at a standstill. And it's not fair. It's not fair to have people who depend on these medicines and treatments and health care insurance to die and to get sick and to be helpless. It's not fair to the children to have their whole lives ahead of them and babies. who
Or
are
the woman
children.
that has cancer, or the man that has cancer.
Or a woman or man who's young who has cancer, or even an elderly person that could have more years than the cancer would let them. So please reconsider Donald Trump and the Republicans, because we depend on you and your decision. I'm Annette Mendel. Have a great day.